everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or if it is your first time here, hi, my name is Missa, and today, as you can see by the title, I'm kind of doing like part 2 of the new Revolution Conceal and Hydrate line, part 2 to this video here, because there needed to be further analysis of this product. I really wanted to make this into a 2-part video where in the next part I would test, conceal and define on one half and this on the other. I might still do that, but this is not what this video is going to be. This video is going to be using all of my other favourite products, like favourite primers, favourite setting sprays, favourite powders with the foundation and concealer, because the powder in the other, well, the powder that came out with this, I feel ruined my makeup. Now, I also have put my lights up higher on my camera so my skin looks a bit more perfect, because I'm doing this intro with it on my face, obviously, because I don't want you knowing yet what happens. So we're not going to fanny around too much. If you want to know all the details on this, you can check out my first video. I will link it up in the corner. It will be linked down below in the description. It won't, because I'll forget, but there we go. I'll also list the rest of what I'm wearing on my face if you're interested. And I think that's it. I think we should just not fanny around. That is on a t-shirt. If you want to buy it, it's down in my description box. Give me money. And yeah, let's just jump to me putting this on again, and then we'll see what I think in a few hours. Bye. Okay, so you can see I've got my brows on, a lot of my eyes on. I know I'm wearing neutrals. Who am I? So, like I said, I'm going to do my usual routine and work these in, and hopefully it will work a little bit better for me. I've still got some residual redness here from that allergic reaction I had. My white mustache is especially visible today. Anyway, let's get on with it. So I really like the Hylamide HA Blur. I couldn't find this online though the other day. It's by The Ordinary, Decient. But yeah, I could find it online. But I like to take a really small amount, and this goes on my forehead, and I like really massage it in because it helps. It really fills, I find, my forehead wrinkles. Like, I actually sometimes wear this when I'm not wearing any makeup, like if I'm going somewhere, because it does fill in my forehead wrinkles. Like, to me in the mirror, they're almost gone. And then for the rest of my face, I'm actually going to use the same moisturiser I used the other day because it is my favourite. Apart from this, I really like the Makeup Revolution one. Oh, that's quite a lot. And this is just going to go on like my cheeks. Everything seems to be like burning me though. Even when I like cleaned up my fallout with a makeup wipe, it was burning on my cheeks. That Glam Glow did me dirty. Foundation. Oh, and I'm using F4. So this might go on looking a little pale, but with powder and bronzer and stuff, it'll be fine. Whereas F5 was way too dark for me. So yeah, I'm going to use F4 today. I'm just going to put it on as normal, so I'll just speed this bit up, probably. It's actually a pretty good match for my body. It's ever so slightly too pink than my body, but it'll all be fine in the end. I just can't get over that coverage. Honestly, it is so beautiful. I just hope that this works out. Yeah, it's definitely too pink for me. Alright, so that is just one layer of the foundation on. Hopefully you can see my skin. It's got a nice sheen to it. I like it. It does, well, it doesn't hide pores, I'll say that. You can probably see that. But I didn't use like a pore filling primer apart from on my forehead. Currently my forehead lines look as good as they'll ever look with makeup on. But obviously as I move and talk and all that kind of thing, they'll probably get worse. But we'll see. Hopefully that primer works. My under eyes are pretty darn creased, but that's okay. Yeah, I mean, I think it looks lush, to be honest. The coverage is just so, like, shocking to me that it's so good. But yeah, my whole kind of face has gone textured since I used that mask, which is a bit irritating, but also not the end of the world, is it? So, and yeah, F4 is way better for me. So if you're similar shades to me, then F4 is definitely better, although it is slightly too pink. It's actually quite a lot too pink. So I'm not quite sure what shade I would go, but there we are. Anyway, let's go with the concealer now. I'll just bung it on both eyes. I don't know why I put it on other places on my face, because I really don't need it, but even if I use a full coverage foundation, like any other one, I still put concealer on my like chin and nose and stuff, and I really don't need it. Just like a habit. Sorry, the concealer is in shade C3, by the way. I didn't mention that. I've got a forgetful mind. Am I sitting like this? There we go then, a nice luminous finish. Really nice coverage. I think my skin looks really, really nice. This is obviously where in the first video everything messed up. So let's go in with not necessarily my favourite powder in the whole world, but powders that I use all the time with multiple different foundations, and I really like how things come out. And we'll see, we can use like setting spray or moisture sprays and things like that. I just want to get this foundation to work. But let's just do powder first. I still haven't chosen what ones I'm going to do, because I'm like, oh, this is a big decision, like which powder do I put on? So I was looking in my drawer, and previously, like last night when I was thinking about this video, this is a powder I was considering. But as I was looking in my drawer, a girl called Nicola Gibbon, Logue, you'll know who you are, literally just DM'd me to say Fenty butter, and I have Fenty butter, and it is one of the ones I was considering. So I'm going to use that under my eyes, and then on the rest of my face I'm going to use an Old Faithful MAC Studio Fix. This is in NC15. This one is quite heavily panned. I do have a fresh one, but I want to pan this one first and entirely before I start digging into that one, although I used it once by accident. Anyway, it would have been either this Fenty powder or my Laura Mercier, just Laura Mercier one. I really like the Kat Von D, that was a contender, and also Coty, which is a lot more affordable. But say I had an event or something and I really wanted to look hot and wanted to make this foundation work, this is the combo I would do. So Fenty butter powder, it's really good. It is so good. And I'm actually gonna do, like I said, my usual routine, so I am gonna put more powder on than I did with the previous one. The reason I didn't put a lot on with that previous video and the Revolution powder is because immediately when I put it on, I knew it was gonna look scaly. I could just tell and I could see. So yeah, I'm gonna do my usual routine of baking. Okay. I'm sure you're seeing what I'm seeing. This is a great powder. We're gonna continue. I'm just gonna, oh, I hate having foundation-y fingers. Gonna take MAC Studio Fix on my big fluffy brush. This is the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro #2 brush, and it's incredible. It's pretty cheap on Beauty Bay and would recommend. Now, I stamp my powder on when it's like this, so as to not disrupt the base. Could be the concealer, you know, because it was under my eyes where this powder looked terrible. Not this powder, but where the powder looked terrible last time. And it could just be the concealer and not the foundation. Yeah, I think it might be the concealer, you know. Actually, that powder, although it looked horrifying, it is wiping away, but my under eyes do look super dry. But that mask, like I said, really screwed me over badly. So it's left me with a little bit of dry skin, and it is worse on my right side. I'm just going in with a bit more Fenty, just because this foundation does not seem to want to set very well. And I am kind of scraping the barrel with that MAC powder, so just going to throw on a bit more loose. Okay, ready for my close-up. So there we are, I'm set completely. It's all looking pretty good right now. There's my forehead. My under eyes, I like to come in closer, do look a little bit dehydrated, but this one looks worse. You've even got like flakes. I honestly think it's the mask. Come on. So yeah, and this was the worst side, remember, so I'm not sure if it is just the mask or if this concealer doesn't like powder. I will say though, my base does look very heavy. Can you see? But I don't know if that is because of the texture that I'm experiencing, because I've even got, see there, the cracks already. So yeah, I'm torn as to whether the concealer just has powder attached to it and something goes weird there. I'm torn as to whether it is my skin and this is just a bad time for me to be giving like first impressions or second impressions on a foundation because of the texture that my skin's got, and maybe that's why things look quite heavy. But I mean, I would go out like this happily, like once I got the rest of my makeup on, like with my base. I wouldn't be like, oh, my skin looks really weird, because people don't, you know, look up close like that. But it does look quite makeup-y. Maybe this is one of those powders, those bases that is best with like a really like all over baked complexion. So I'll go through on the rest of my makeup really quickly. I'll probably do it with you, but just silently and just showing you the products and then putting them on. Just because this video is probably not going to be that long, and then we'll look at things then. But the time now is 12:39. So first up, I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution Summer Love Bronzer, just because I've not used it in a while. I might use a deeper one as well, but this one to start. Actually, it looks as if I won't really need a deeper one. So long since I get a glimpse of a light, it's blurring out my eyes. We should open up a window. What's happened to my face? Okay, well, this bronzer is a lot more pigmented than I remember. Is it a Makemeupmissa video without a disaster? No, it is not. Let's sing this song. Melissa can't put makeup on. That rhymed. Mac Studio Fix to the rescue. I don't have any of those little dots. It's not skipping over any of my base, which is good. Sleek face contour kit, you know it. Is it even a Makemeupmissa video if I don't use my sleek face contour kit? Then for highlight, I'm going to use Benefit Cookie. It is my favourite. It now comes in a single as well. So you should buy it, or buy this palette, probably very value for money. And this is what I'm going to use. It's just tremendously beautiful. It does give me a slight cast, but I can live with that for how beautiful it is. I may have put a little bit too much on. I feel like putting a lot of makeup on today. It's just one of those days. And for blush, I'm going to use this Revolution Blusher Reloaded in Peach Bliss. My one's smashed, so I can't really show it to you very well, but it's very beautiful. And then a favourite hydrating setting spray would be Glam Glow, and I'm allowed to use it because I'm wanting to do my full usual routine, so I'll put a bit of this on. A really good dupe for that one is the L'Oreal one in a nice long pink spray bottle. My Glam Glow is my fave, and I'm wanting to use my kind of faves today. Right, I'll just finish off my under eyes off camera. I'm using the NYX Swear By It palette. I'm not filming it or anything, I'm just put makeup on to sit and put the foundation on. And then we'll do our last close up before I go away. I am going to be very fast, I hope. 2 minutes. I just finished off with Maybelline 981 lipstick because it's a fave, and this is my finished facade. Doesn't match my body quite. Wow, that looks pale, doesn't it? But it's fine. I'm not going anywhere. Where do I go? Nowhere, especially not on a Sunday. Yeah, finished look. Not that it's about the look, but let's really examine the foundation. I need a mirror. Still looking really good on my forehead. I think that's because of the primer. Really bad under this eye, just because of those like dry patches. But under this eye, it looks fine now that I've got like makeup on underneath my eye. It's a little bit cracky around my mouth. Not too bad. I'll show you this all in a minute. Yeah, it's not, it doesn't feel heavy, but it doesn't look light. It looks makeup-y. Do you know what I mean? But I did use a powder foundation as my setting powder, and actually on my forehead up here, clearly where I didn't set it quite enough, I do have some of those like patches, little dots where my like brushing has skipped over and like peeled off a bit of the foundation. But I mean, I'd still go out like this, to be honest. I'd just be annoyed with that really dry right under eye. But anyway, let me show you, and then I'm gonna shoot away and come back in a while. There's my forehead, and these are the little dots I was talking about like where it's kind of come up. This is the nose area. So you can see I look quite pory, but I do put highlight like here. So I'm kind of asking for it, and also I didn't put in a pore filling primer, and also I don't care about pores. Everyone has pores. I don't care if mine look that big. I don't know. So maybe that's weird. So this eye, under eye, doesn't look, I mean, perfect. I've had better looking under eyes, but this one looks worse. You can probably see the like dry flakes. That's one there. That's the cheek. And the other one. See, like all these minute kind of cracks. It's not yet settled into my smile lines, but I think that might happen. We'll see. I think overall, like, I mean, you know me, I can wear a lot of makeup and not feel like I can handle heavy makeup. I don't mind it, I enjoy it in fact. But for those of you that like a natural light finish, maybe the foundation on its own, is it then going to settle into cracks? Seems that way. So yeah, I'm gonna go film my first ever Patreon only video. It's gonna be a very intense subject, and it's not makeup related, so if you want to see it, you're gonna have to join my Patreon, and I'll be back in a few hours and we can look in and see what changes have occurred. It's now 1:45. Can't remember what time I put it on, 12 something, no? I'm also gonna take out this fake ponytail because something about how tight I put it in is really giving me a headache. So I'll be back in a few hours and we will see. But I mean, I'm not upset with it. I'm just not like, oh, it's incredible, you know? Okay then, it is now just after 6. There you go. Can you see that? Can you see that? 6:20. I cannot fathom keeping this makeup on any longer. I really need to go to bed. So this is gonna have to be as long as I wear it for, and we can now look and see what the damage is, basically. We have to use this big mirror because I can't find my other one. I would kind of report the same thing. It's sunk into my lines and it just seems to crack. I also changed my lashes for any of you that are very detail orientated. Alright, there's my nape. I've seen it look worse, but then I've worn foundations for way longer. I just feel like this is emphasizing every single line I have and didn't know I had. Just like in our last video. Also, underneath this eye, still looks super dry. I mean, even this is a flake of dry skin, but I think that's my skin, because on the other eye, it doesn't look so bad. I just feel like though over my nose and my cheeks, like every pore is like, hi, I'm here. You know what I mean? Like it's really pory. And then my mouth, you're gonna have to excuse my lipstick because I've eaten my dinner now. See down here, and even here, on my chin, it just looks like scales. Like that all looks cracked. All of that just looks cracked. Yeah, I've got one more test to do, which is the side-by-side test between this and Conceal and Define. But I don't think this is as good as Conceal and Define. That's all I'll say at this point. I think I still look good from afar, but it just, I feel like if you don't have a lovely, you know, kind of pore-free, line-free canvas, it's going to emphasize everything that you don't want to emphasize, to be quite honest. So we'll do one more test and then I might give you my complete conclusions, but so far I'm still like, it's alright. It's not the best, it's not the worst foundation I've ever tried, but my battery's about to die, so I need to wrap this up. So thank you for watching. I hope this video in any way helped. Probably didn't, but it was good to see it with other powders, and I do think it responded better, but still not great. And the fact that it's cracking all around, obviously the most expressive part of my face, like, that's not ideal. Yeah. So yeah, we'll try it one more time. I keep forgetting where I am. I'm getting lost today. I'm just filmed a pretty intense video, so I feel quite stressed. So yeah, we'll try this again one more time and then I'll give you my definitive thoughts. I want to say a massive thank you to my Patreons. Thank you so much for helping me in a financial manner on my channel. You boggle my mind. You're all very special. Thank you so much. I've also just filmed my first Patreon only video, so if you do want to be able to see those videos, which will be once every 2 weeks to a month, then the link the link to my Patreon is down below in the description box, and you can join from $1 a month. If you don't know or can't be a Patreon, please just know that watching my videos is a massive support and I really value all of you so much. Just, yeah, why do you want to watch me? Some of you don't. But yeah, you choose to. It's honestly insane. And yeah, I'm gonna go now. It's well past my bedtime at 6:30. So I'll catch you on the flip side. Next video will be something different, and probably next week again I'll try half and half and we'll see. So yeah, thanks so much for watching and I hope I'll catch you on the flip side.